Hey everybody, this is Raul from Bass Musician Magazine, and today I'm here with my old friend Steve Bach, who is the musical director and keyboardist and accordionist. He's a multi-instrumentalist with his show Crystal, or I tend to call it Cristal. I'm not sure what's right or what's wrong, but
we just call it Old Crystal.
Old Crystal. There you go.
Well, not Old Crystal. Well, we just call it Crystal.
Okay.
Hi.
So, Stephen, tell us a little bit. This is an amazing show, but let's talk a little bit about your journey. I know that we have something in common. We both started on accordion.
Yes.
Although you've kept it going.
Here's my accordion. You see that?
Oh, a Roland accordion. Very cool.
Yes, I have a Roland V accordion. It's a very nice instrument.
Kind of a little bit of a background on your musical background?
Yes, I started on accordion when I was 5 years old.
Mm-hmm.
And when I was a little older, a teenager, I switched to piano and went to college, got a degree in composition theory, studied with some great composers, and kind of drifted into the world of music direction. So worked with some old famous singers, Andy Williams, people like that. And about 10 years ago, I found myself at a Cirque audition and kind of hit it off with the people here and ended up doing 3 Cirque shows. This is my 3rd right now. So
excellent. And
very exciting.
I recall that you'd been before this one with Zarkana with our friend Peter Fond.
That's right. Peter's the bass player and percussionist at Zarkana, and that show unfortunately closed a couple of years ago. And lucky for me, a new show is forming, Cirque on Ice. I'm very excited about that, and here we are.
When they came to you with the concept of a show on ice, that is so innovative and clever. What is the show about a little bit?
Give you the Reader's Digest version. And what they say. It's about a girl named Crystal. She's out skating one day. She doesn't fit in with the world, and she falls through the ice. Which is depicted in the show just brilliantly. It's a beautiful scene. Clearly she doesn't really fall through the ice because there's no skating rink below us, but it feels like she does.
It's creating the illusion.
Yes, and finds herself in kind of an alternative reality of her world where there's people, it's called a reflection. There's another Crystal who's a reflection of her. Maybe the Crystal that she wanted to be, or who has a freer spirit. And anyway, series of adventures, series of encounters, all depicted with fantastic artistic acts and amazing skating. She kind of finds herself and realizes that even though she doesn't fit in, maybe she does fit in. Maybe she comes to accept herself. A voyage of self-discovery with a happy ending.
Very cool. With the interesting factor of having ice, it creates a whole new level of challenges because it has skating and it has acrobatic work, and then with the musicians. And this is one show that doesn't have a bassist, but they
we do.
Yes.
Yes.
Thanks to the beauty of
Ableton Live.
Ableton, yes.
Yeah, so yes, we have a few things pre-recorded. Of course, we play live. Our fantastic band plays live. And we were able to record, I'm sorry, his name escapes me, a fantastic bass player is recorded, and you'll hear his work in the show as well. And it's great. It's a great orchestral cinematic score. And like I said, we've got a fantastic clarinetist, guitarist, accordion, piano, great stuff.
And they even get you out on the ice at times.
They do. They get me out on the ice, and they built a special piano for me with 176 keys, and I'm sliding around. Fortunately, they understood that it was a bad idea to have me skate.
Yes.
So I'm just being pushed around and sliding around and playing basically two 88 key keyboards, which of course I think is probably the most exciting part of the show. Many people would disagree, but
it's something that we'll look forward to.
Absolutely.
Now, with that said, tell us with the score.
Yes.
Every score is custom tailored to the show itself.
Yes.
This one has elements to fit with that ice flow, if I understand correctly.
Yes, and it was the mandate of the original directors of the show that describe and illustrate the effect of skating, that there's a lot of arpeggiation, a lot of strings moving that way, and it does give you a feeling of gliding over the ice. It's actually a lovely score.
In addition to that, with you being in the position of musical director and there being a human factor to the show, you have to compensate when things maybe need a little more time.
Yes.
Or something goes a little faster or all this. And so so you're all connected. People can see behind us, we've got the monitors. Everybody has a monitor.
Yes.
And you're seeing the show. That is so wild.
Yeah, I run, here's the computer where we run Ableton. I run the show simultaneously on two computers. Watch the show here, trigger the various scenes of the show, play piano, and it's the beauty of having live musician. When a trick goes a little longer or we have to wait for something, we basically go into a bit of a holding pattern where now the guitarist is playing a little longer or the violinist is improvising until we're ready, and then I move the show along. So that's all done here.
Very cool.
Very interactive.
And one of the amazing things, again, the music is always impressive, the costumes, the set, just the whole creative process. I'm never disappointed by just I feel like I need to go create something every time I see one of the shows that come from Cirque du Soleil. I will also mention, though, because it's got kind of a scheduled time, you have the opportunity to also pursue some of your own music.
I do. I'm very, very fortunate in that way, that in my spare time, and I think I mentioned to you, I just recorded a trio album.
Yes.
I had a couple of special guest stars, actually, one that you don't know about yet. I had the great Peter Erskine on drums.
Oh, nice.
And the great Robbie Krieger came and played some guitar from The Doors.
Oh, very cool.
And I'm in the process of getting that finished, and we'll be looking for that in a couple of months when I get around to mixing it.
Excellent. And that'd be on stevebach.com?
It will.
Excellent.
Thank you.
Well, Steve, we appreciate you taking time. We're grabbing him right before sound check. Make sure you come out and see Cirque du Soleil, Crystal, coming to a town, a venue, a place that can have ice near you. Do not miss this show. It's incredible. Coming to you live, Bass Musician Magazine.